So, you're thinking about straightening your teeth. You've probably seen clear aligners everywhere, right? They're booming. But with all these options popping up, how do you know which ones are actually safe? Today, we are going to dive into why getting that official stamp of approval from bodies like the FDA isn't just a nice-to-have, it's the one thing you absolutely cannot skip when it comes to your smile.
Here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the clear aligner boom itself. Then we'll meet the safety gatekeepers, the FDA and DRAP, and really break down what their approval means. We'll get into why this is so important for you and finish up with how you can make the absolute safest choice. Let's get into it.
All right, first up, the clear aligner boom. And honestly, calling it a smile revolution isn't an exaggeration at all.
I mean, it's a pretty common thought, isn't it? That desire for a straighter smile, a little boost of confidence. It's something so many of us think about.
And if you are thinking about it, you are definitely not alone. Just look around. People of all ages are ditching old-school braces for these clear, removable aligners. But this popularity has created a massive, and let's be real, a pretty confusing market. So, where do you even start to find something that's safe and effective?
Well, that brings us right to our next section, your safety gatekeepers. Let's talk about who's actually looking out for your smile in this sea of options.
Meet the key players, the FDA over in the United States and DRAP in Pakistan. You should think of these organizations as the tough but fair guards standing at the gate of your health. Their entire job is to make sure that medical devices, like clear aligners, are put through the ringer, tested for safety and effectiveness long before they get anywhere near your mouth. And hey, this isn't some new fad. If you look at this timeline, the first big clear aligner brand got its FDA clearance way back in 2000. Today, having that kind of approval is pretty much the global gold standard for any aligner company that you should even consider trusting.
So let's keep going and get into what that approval really means. It's time to go behind the certification seal.
Okay, this part is super important. Clear aligners are not just some cosmetic accessory you buy online. Nope, they are officially classified as a Class 2 medical device. That puts them in the same risk category as things like powered wheelchairs and certain types of infusion pumps. It's a huge signal that these things need serious oversight to make sure they're safe.
And believe me, the path to getting that approval is not easy. First, companies have to hand over tons of data on their designs. Then, the aligner materials go through intense testing to prove they are biocompatible, which is a fancy way of saying they're non-toxic and totally safe to have sitting in your mouth 22 hours a day. After that, regulators check all the clinical data to make sure the aligners actually move teeth the way they're supposed to. Only after a product passes every single one of these checks can it finally be cleared for sale.
Okay, so that's all the technical background. But let's get to the most important part in Section 4. Why does any of this matter to you? Let's talk about the real-world benefits.
I like to think of it as your triple shield of protection. The first shield is your safety. Certified aligners are made from medical-grade materials, so no weird chemicals. The second shield is getting predictable results. The treatment plan is based on actual science and data, so your teeth move the way they're supposed to. And the third shield? That's professional compliance. It means your dentist is using a tool that meets the highest ethical and legal standards.
This chart breaks it down perfectly. You can see that a huge piece of the pie, the biggest piece in fact, is all about the safety of the materials. Then you've got proven effectiveness and building professional trust. It's not just about one thing. It's about covering all the bases to ensure quality.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The experts are all saying the same thing. As this orthodontist points out, professionals recommend approved aligners for one simple reason. They meet the highest global safety standards. That gives everyone, the doctor and you, total peace of mind. Okay, this brings us to our final and I think most practical section, making the safest choice. How can you walk into this decision feeling totally confident? This table really just lays it all out in black and white. On one side, you've got certified aligners, tested, safe materials, predictable results, and professional oversight. On the other side, unknown plastics, potential health risks, and a very real danger that your teeth could end up worse than when you started. I mean, the choice seems pretty clear, doesn't it?
Now, I know what you're probably thinking. All this talk about high standards and rigorous testing, does that just mean it's going to cost a fortune?
Well, here's some good news. Not necessarily. The market is actually pretty competitive these days, which means you have several certified brands to choose from. That competition, plus the fact that they're made on a huge scale, really helps keep the prices down, so you don't have to choose between safety and your budget. So how can you be 100% sure? It's actually really simple. First, hop on the company's website and look for their FDA or DRAP license information. Second, just ask your orthodontist straight up. And remember, any brand that's gone through the trouble of getting certified is going to be proud of it. They won't hide it.
And this isn't just some abstract idea. Just take a look at ClearPath Ortho. They're the first provider in Pakistan to get both the US FDA and the local DRAP approval. It's solid proof that you can get world-class, certified safety pretty much anywhere.
So, at the end of the day, it all boils down to this one question. When you're making a decision that's going to impact your health for years and years, is your smile really worth the gamble?